So shall I share my screen?
Yes.
Sir, you need to allow for screen sharing.
Oh, sure, sure. Yeah.
I hope everyone can see the screen.
Hmm. So
Yes.
now you find out that Jamovi includes two broad windows. Okay. The first broad window, just like the Excel sheet. So you can easily link with the Excel sheet. And the second window, basically the results in some statistical table form or in graphical format. And here you can find out if you have any query, please you ask me. Huh? So the first window, that is basically the menu driven. And first it is written exploration. This is very important when you want to understand the data structure, how the data are organized. So that can be understood, these descriptives or exploration. And under the exploration, you will find the descriptives. That is the two things. One is the central tendency, variability, etc. Another one is the frequency. And that can be possible by the layers also. And next is the scatter plot. Scatter plot is very powerful tool to understand whether the relation between the variables are linear or not. So if it is a linear, then you can think about the linearity model. And if it is non-linear, then you have to think about the non-linear model. Now, in case of the psychometric assessment, usually we find the linear model. So we do the linearity, and the linearity includes the correlation statistics. That is the linearity. Now, Smita, you click the t-test. There you can find out three types of t-test are there. One is the independent sample t-test. That means you want to find out the training satisfaction of the two groups. Okay, that means some groups, they have received the training, that is the lecture method. Another group received the training through the project method. And you want to find out the training satisfaction. So training satisfaction is your dependent variable. And the independent variable will be, that is the training by lecture method, another one by the project method. So two types of methods are there that you can do. That is for the independent sample t-test. Another is the paired sample t-test. The paired sample t-test it basically measures the dependency approach. That means same individual will be treated in different periods. For example, before training, you have collected the data about the specific concept. For example, what we have done, that is, initially we have taken one examination. And after the training, if I again conduct the examination, and then I can find out whether you have learned something or not. Next is the one sample t-test. One sample t-test is very, very important when you want to find out the confidence interval of your one group data. For example, uh, you have the safety training satisfaction data of 100 people. Then your interest is to find out the confidence interval. Therefore, you can use the one sample t-test. That means when you want to apply some statistical tools, you have to think about the research design. Next, you click ANOVA. ANOVA is very powerful statistical tool where you can find out one dependent variable and multiple independent variables. In case of the t-test, you have noted that is one dependent variable and two independent variables. But in case of the ANOVA, it is called the analysis of variance. One-way ANOVA. One-way ANOVA means your dependent variable is only one and you have the multiple groups. For example, 10 students were trained by the lecture method, another 10 students by the project method, another 10 students by the field investigation approach. Now you want to find out the training satisfaction of the three groups. Then you can use the one-way ANOVA. Then you find out the repeated measures ANOVA. Repeated measures means just like pair t-test, you are collecting the data from the same individual over the periods. Okay, so there you can use the repeated measures ANOVA. Next is the ANCOVA. ANCOVA means when the two variables are highly correlated with each other and you want to find out that is partial out of the one variable, whether the other variable can cause the change or not. So that is the ANCOVA. In case of the ANCOVA means analysis of covariance. So you have to use the covariates. For that reason, it is important to do the scatter plot. After that, you can think about it. Similarly, in case of the t-test, you have to do the box whisker plot of the two groups, and then you can go for the t-test. So here you can find out the MANCOVA, that is the multiple analysis of the covariance. Next is the one-way ANOVA Kushkalwalis. So this is the non-parametric approach. That means when your data does not support the normality distribution, at that time you can collect the data through rank. Okay, or if the score is there, no problem. You can use the Kruskal-Wallis test. It is just opposite of the ANOVA. Next is the repeated measures ANOVA, that is the Friedman test. The repeated measures ANOVA in case of the normal distribution, if it is there, then you can do the repeated measures ANOVA. But when the data does not follow any normality, then you can use the Friedman test, repeated measures ANOVA. Okay, next you click the regression. Regression is very much useful when you want to make some prediction. So prediction depends upon the relationship of two or more variables. When Ushmita is teaching, at that time you have told that is the concept of safety or safety management. All are very much related to the correlated structure. So this is the correlation matrix. Partial correlation. Suppose you want to find out the relation between the age, seniority level, education, or educational qualification, whether they have any effect on the safety lifestyle or not. Then you can think about the partial correlation. So you can partial out the effect of age, and then you can find out what is the relation between the education and the dependent variable. Next, you partial out the age and the experience, and then you are trying to find out whether the educational level has any effect or no effect. So in this manner, you can do the partial correlation. Keep in mind that is in case of the partial correlation, you have lot of scope to control the effect of one variable for the prediction. Next is the linear regression. Linear regression, that is very important when you have the multiple variables and you want to predict some dependent variable or the criterion variable, then you can use the linear regression. Another thing is the logistic regression. In case of the logistic regression, the dependent variable is classified into two categories. For example, high level of training satisfaction and low level of training satisfaction. So whether your independent variables can predict the difference between the two groups, then you can think about the logistic regression. Okay. Now you go to the frequency, Ushmita. Frequency, there is a binomial test that yes, no. N outcomes, there you can use the goodness of fit, that is the chi-square goodness of fit that you can do. Another one, independent sample chi-square test of association. So when you find out that your data pattern does not follow the normal distribution, then you can think about the contingency table. You can think about the chi-square approach. And next you click the factor. In case of the factor, you will find the reliability analysis. That means when you have the data, whether that data is reliable or not. Specifically in the psychometric approach, we are studying this thing. For example, we have the 20 questions and they are unidimensional. That means they are measuring the shame construct. For example, they are measuring safety lifestyle. So it is expected that each item will be correlated with the other item and the total score. So that can be understood through the reliability analysis. Principal component analysis. This is very interesting when you have more number of correlated variables. That means the variables, they are highly correlated with each other. And there are more number of variables. Therefore, you want to reduce the number of variables. So you can use the principal component analysis. Next is the exploratory factor analysis. So when you do not have any knowledge about the data structure, that means the several variables, they are related with each other, but you do not have the knowledge, then you can use the exploratory type of factor analysis. Exploratory Factor analysis will provide you the knowledge about how the variables are related with each other. That is possible in case of the exploratory factor analysis. And the confirmatory factor analysis, that means you have certain assumption that this item will be correlated with this particular construct. You have the assumption, already you have the assumption, and you are trying to validate that assumption, then you can do the confirmatory factor analysis. Next is the R. That means if you are interested to do some statistical analysis by the codes, then you can use this RG editor. Okay. Now, Smita, you click the above the exploration, there are 3 lines. You click it. And where is your data? You do not have the empty cards data, no?
No, sir.
Okay.
So these are there.
Anderson iris data. Okay, you click Anderson iris data.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here you will find out the some of the flower characteristics. It is the sepal length, sepal width, petal length, and petal width. So this is the inbuilt data provided by Jamovi, the Art Studio. And here you can find out that sepal length, it is the continuous variable, sepal width, petal length, and petal width. And there you can find out the book type of icons. That means they are the continuous variable. And species, it is written Setosa. There are many species are there. Setosa, versicolor, etc. So these variables are there. And here you can find out the 3 balls are there. That means this data is basically the nominal data. Okay. So when you have the text data, you do not use the book icon. You have to use this particular icon, that is the 3 balls are there. Now I have to find out the description of the data. Then what we can do, we can click the exploration, then descriptives. Now you click the sepal length, sepal width, that's all. And split by species. Okay. So here you can find out 3 types of species are there. Setosa, versicolor, Virginia. Sepal length 50-50, sepal width also 50-50. Because I have taken these 2 variables and there is no missing data. In case of the mean, Setosa is 5.01, sepal with 3.43. Similarly, versicolor mean is 5.94, sepal width is 2.77. And then you go to the median value. There you can find out this is the mean is 5.01 and median is 5.00. So that is very close link. Okay, and again the versicolor 5.94, median also 5.90. Again, they are very close. Next is Virginica, 6.50 and 6.59. A little bit difference, but not very high. Next is the standard deviation. So standard deviation indicates basically the within group variability. So in case of the Setosa, sepal length is 0.35 and sepal width is 0.38. Similarly, we can find out the standard deviation, they are less than 1. And in case of the Setosa, minimum is 4.3 and the maximum is 5.80. Now, this is very important, particularly when you want to know the nature of the data. Okay, now you click the statistics. So here you can find out the mean, median, minimum, maximum, standard deviation, all things you are getting. You click the normality test, that is the Shapiro-Wilk. Now you will get the Shapiro-Wilk. And whether it is significant or not, how can I get it?
Sir, what does Shapiro-Wilk indicate?
Shapiro-Wilk indicates the normality. That means when you want to do the analysis, you have to do this Shapiro-Wilk because Shapiro-Wilk provides you this knowledge, whether the data follows the normality or not. If the data does not follow normality, then you can think about the non-parametric approach. And if the data shows normality, then you can use the uh, parametric statistics.
Sir, does showing normality means it does not have any outlier?
No, I'll show you. You click the plot. Now you click the box plot. Okay. Label outliers, correct. Okay. Now here you can find out the, in case of the sepal length, in case of the sepal length, you will find that is the outlier is there in case of the Virginica. When the species is Virginica, then you can find out the outlier. So it is clearly written 107, that data indicates the outlier. And you have to think whether you will keep the outlier or not. Everything depends upon the researcher's own insight. Now you go below, sepal width. Yeah, here you can find out the more outliers in case of the Virginica. minimum side also there, and upper side also there.
Okay, sir. Okay, thanks.
So box square plot provides you this knowledge. Last time I have told you the 5 num. I think you can remember 5 num.
Yes, yes, sir.
First one is the minimum, second one is the first quartile, third one is the second quartile, fourth is the third quartile, and next is the maximum. So in case of this 3-box plot, you have noted that is in case of the setosa, sepal width is higher in comparison with the versicolor and virginica. Okay. So we can do this type of analysis.
Okay, sir.
Mhm. Okay. Ushmita, you take only one variable. Only one variable, and remove the species. Now you get the data. It is the only one variable, sepal width. Okay, irrespective of the species-wise variation. There you can find out the more number of outlets and the upper extreme, and less only one outlet, that is the lower range. Okay. Here you can find out Shapiro-Wilk W is written 0.985 and Shapiro-Wilk P, that is the 0.10. That means it is not significant. If it is not significant, then you can think that my distribution follows the normality. Therefore, you can use some parametric statistics. Where is QQ plot? You go below. You click the QQ plot. Yes. Okay. So this QQ plot indicates whether the data follows the normality or not. That means most of the data points will be on this particular line. So at the upper end, you will find few dots. They are above the line. 4 dots are there. And in below, you will find out 1 dot is there. Maybe that is the 61. And Ushmita, you go above. Yes, there you can find out the dots. So you can use this particular test, that is a normality test. Now, Ushmita, you click the t-test. No, t-test will not work here. ANOVA will be here. Click the ANOVA. So this is the one-way ANOVA. Under the one-way ANOVA, it is ANOVA written. And click ANOVA. Hmm. Your dependent variable will be the sepal length. And the factors will be this species. And here you can find out that is the sepal length.
I think Sir has dropped from the meeting. Kindly give some time for him to join back.
Here you
Yes,
can
sir, it's
find
clear
out.
again.
Here you can find out that is the ANOVA sepal length. Now here it should be very much clear that sepal length there is a single dependent variable. In case of the ANOVA, your assumption will be uh, more than two uh, factors will be there, okay, or more than two independent variables will be there. And here you can find out that is the sepal length. So this is the species. That means three categories are there. I have already shown. Three categories are there. Therefore, DF is 2. DF means degrees of freedom. Sum of square is 63.2 and that is divided by 2. The mean square is the 31.61. F value is 119 and it is less than 0.001. That means sepal length varies across the species. Now you click the mm, there is one post hoc test. You click it. First, you take the species. You click the species, and Taki already there. So here you can find out the mean difference and whether this difference is significant or not, because the species are of three types: versicolor virginica. Where is another one? Species. No, this is the post hoc comparison. Achha. That means when you find out that your ANOVA is significant, then you can think about the post hoc test. So the mean difference in case of the versicolor, that is minus 0.93, and this is also significant. And in case of the virginica, it is minus 1.5. Now, based upon that, you can compare. That is where lies the maximum difference. Because in your research, your first target will be maximizing the between group difference and minimizing the within group difference. Okay. Now, Smita, you click the Cohen's D.
So Risha Gacha, it's your sir.
Hmm?
It's your sir.
I cannot see.
It's in the post hoc
Uh,
test last column.
oh,
Cohen's
yes, this is the postdoc. Cohen's D. So here you can find out the effect. So the difference is there, mean difference is there, and this is the Cohen's D. Then you can click the confidence interval. There is confidence interval. You click it.
Yes, sir, it's here. Lower limit and upper
Ah,
limit.
correct. So this is the lower limit and this is the upper limit, the confidence interval. Achha, there is one assumption check. You click it. It is written normality test QQ plot. You click the QQ plot. So here again you will find that is the more number of data points are on the line. So this is the theoretical quantiles and this is the standardized residuals. Ushmita, you click the other things, normality test. Yeah, this is the Shapiro-Wilk test that is there. And homogeneity of variance, that is the Levin's test, that is also there. So these two things you can find out, that is the uh, Levin's test that is significant and Shapiro-Wilk not significant. That is expected. Okay, now you go to the, Acha Ushmita, you have the Excel sheet, na?
Your Excel sheet variable, sir.
No. Do you have any Excel sheet?
I have a book two Excel sheet. Farah ma'am had
Okay,
sent me
so,
once data. It was about the data
okay.
regarding the Indian nationals and Bangladeshi nationals.
Okay, so you click the these three lines again.
Hmm.
That is open.
So this one, can I click it from here? Or recent?
With a book. Now, so that students can understand how can we
Okay, okay, okay.
import the data.
Open.
So if you have the Excel sheet, that is better.
Okay, sir.
Now, they are the Jamovi data.
Yes, sir. I'm going to my library data. Mane, this PC library data.
No problem. No, nothing. In the document, maybe you will get it. Book two, you can take. Correct. Now, Ashmita, you please describe how you have received the data from Excel to Jamovi.
Okay, so I have just clicked on the menu that is a three dots. Then I have clicked on open. And from my PC, from my laptop's location where the Excel file is, I have just clicked open. I have found my Excel file. It's in the download section. So I have just typed the name, like book two, and I have found this location. And I have just clicked on it. Once I have clicked, it has automatically opened the entire data from the Excel sheet to this section of Jamovi, which represents my data set from my Excel as it is. So I have different columns that have been named on top: gender, age, nationality, and all my data from my Excel has been imported to my Jamovi view column.
Correct. So now you have understood how to import the Excel data to the Jamovi. Now here again, you follow the, now you click the variables. So before the gender, you can find out the three balls that indicate gender is our nominal variable. And before age, you will find out the book. That means it indicates it is continuous variable. So when you have the data, you have to declare whether that data is uh, nominal or the data is the continuous. For example, here age is continuous, experience code, that is the continuous, and there are, but these are basically the continuous, but it shows their self-awakening, emotional control. So now you have to declare that, okay, you select the self-awakening, emotional control, etc. Just select up to active. Now you click the edit. Okay, so here you can find out the multiple data variable from self-awakening, emotional control, systematic, etc., etc. And it is written the levels is 4, 6, 7, 8, like that. So, Ushmita, you check the measure type. It will be the, you click continuous. Okay, now it becomes just book-like. That means you can analyze their data. So they are not the nominal data. They are the continuous data. They are the metric data.
So should I
Run which one?
run the change? Is it change from nominal to continuous?
You can run.
Okay. So it changes every one of them to the book icon.
Yes. Icon has been changed. Up to this, any question? From the participants, any question?
Sir, Ujjwal this side. So in assignment, what you have posted this last week, so the data was non-metric data. In that case, what we are supposed to do?
I have given some question also in the case of the non-metric data. Ushmita, can you share the non-metric data that I have given?
Yes, sir. Just a minute. Yes, sir. This assignment was posted.
So here you can find out these questions. You click this data set. Where is the data set? I have given some data set. In the group, you will find out, or maybe অস্মিতা ওদের গ্রুপটায় যাও, গ্রুপের মধ্যে পেয়ে যাবে। আমি এখানেও দিয়েছিলাম মনে হয়।
না স্যার, গ্রুপের মধ্যে পেয়েছি, খুলছি।
হুম।
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Yeah, this is your text data. Okay, so can you take it to Jamovi?
Yes, sir. First.
No, this is earlier one. হুম।
স্যার, নট সাপোর্টেড বলছে।
এক্সেল শিটে যাও। You go to the Excel sheet. No, not this one. There, you click the file, save as. Oh, save as is not there. Oh, this is your protected view. It is
Enable
written
editing.
protected view.
Yeah,
Enable editing.
Save as the
CSV.
CSV.
एक्सेल वर्कबुक, हाँ वर्कबुक की जगह CSV.
Now you take it from the Excel to Jamovi. CSV means comma separated value.
Hmm. It's here, sir.
Correct. So you can click the descriptives, sorry, exploration, descriptives. Yeah. And now you take the department as the variable, department as the variable, and experience level as the uh, split by.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
No, you have to click the frequency table, not the metric data. You have to click the frequency table. Hmm. So this is the frequency table. Okay. That means the department wise. Electrical count 51, mechanical 46, operation 53, like that. And here you can find out the total percentage, cumulative percentage. So how many persons from each department? If that is the question, then you can do it. And you click the split by this shift. Shift is there in split by. Yeah. So now you can find out the more information. This is the department and this is the shift. Day shift 19, evening, like that. It is clear now? So you can get this information very quickly. So this is the text data basically. And here you can find out all the data, all the variables include this, not the book, but the three balls. So it is written a risk perception. You take the risk perception and remove the shift. Now you put the risk perception as the variable. A department will be split by frequency. So here you can find out the department wise risk perception. Is it okay now? Acha, Ushmita, now you click the frequencies above, above, after regression. Then you click the independent sample chi-square test of association. And this reduce perception, you click in the row and column is the dependent variable. Oh, sorry, department is the dependent variable. Okay. Now you can find out. So there is no significant difference in risk perception by the electrical, mechanical, and operations groups. Here you can find out. So you can do the chi-square test. And this is the distribution. So you make the contingency table also. So you are telling that is when the data is in text, then how can you manage? You can do this same thing. Acha, Ushmita, you take the shift as the layer. Yeah. So now you can find out another interesting thing. That is a day, evening, night total. Again, there is no significant difference. But you will get this thing, this data, you will get it automatically. Acha, Ushmita, chi-square test, day is written, not significant. And what is the next stage? Oh, no one is significant. Even the total not significant. If it is not significant, then you can merge the data. So there will be no day-wise or shift-wise difference. Pushmita, you click the plots, then the bar plot side by side. So you will get the plots also. High, low, medium. It is the day group. So this is the layer, day layer. High, low, medium. That is the bar plot of this perception. Okay, student, now I think you have understood. That is the how to handle the nominal data, the text data. Is it okay?
Yes, sir, it is more clear now.
So now you can do all the analysis and you please prepare the my assignment that I have given. So tomorrow again there will be class. So please you present tomorrow the assignment.
One question, because I was when looking at the data, sometimes it is apparently appearing that there is a difference between, say, night shift and the day shift like that. But when we are doing chi-square test, it is showing that it's not significant. So we'll have to go by the chi-square test rather than seeing at the data.
You can do the chi-square test, and that is for the generalization of the larger data. Okay, that is your population data. but this is your sample data. So based upon the sample data, if you want to make any generalization, then you can think about the significance level. If your interest is not the generalization, then you can limit to your own analysis. That is better. You can use the percentage.
So here I find one of the beauties that we can stratify the data and get the p-test so that we can understand if there is a variation between stratified data in
Correct.
detail.
That is possible. But we should not use the metric data. Okay. We should follow, this is the t-test, ANOVA, regression. We should not follow. We should follow only the frequencies.
Okay. This is for chi-square test, you are saying.
This is for the chi-square test.
Okay. And for numeric data, we should use scatter plot or correlation.
If it is a metric data, you can do the scatter plot.
Okay. But for for p-test, it should not be done.
No, t-test not be done. T-test not possible here. You can use the chi-square, different type of chi-squares. You can use it. Because here in Jamovi, you will get lot of the information. The layers, that is the information that you are getting. And if you
So
want
for
to present your
normalization
data
testing,
to the management.
yes. So
What happened?
normalized testing for normal data, normally a p-value less than 0.005, that is 95% probability is being normal. So
yeah, that is that indicates that is your association that is significant.
But here you are saying that that QQ test should be used to see the
No, that is
low
QQ test for
residuals.
the metric data. QQ test for the metric data.
Right.
But this is not the metric data. This is the text data.
Okay.
I think if you can try my assignment, then you can easily understand.
Actually, by doing it, it will be more clear.
So I'm requesting all of you, please you download Jamovi to learn the data science. Because many things are left still now. If you are not able to follow the downloading Jamovi, you may not understand the high level of multivariate modeling. Whatever I am teaching, that is basically the univariate and bivariate. Okay. I cannot start the multivariate modeling. I think there is no question. So may I close? Now it is 9.
Only one thing. We have introduced one more colleague in the group, Mr. Yogesh. Actually, earlier, Mr. Mahesh Hivrekar was here, but he could not attend the sessions. So he said he is not going to continue. So in his place, we have introduced Mr. Yogesh from our civil department. Yogesh, you can introduce yourself so that, yeah. Yogesh, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my name is Yogesh Tripathi, and I am looking safety department in civil and state, and I have total 11 years of experience. And my qualification is I have completed BSc and advanced diploma in industrial safety, as well as I have completed NIBOS GC 1 and 2. So this is the short introduction about me.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, thank you,
Thanks,
Yogesh.
Yogesh. Yeah. And sir, we may introduce one more person from the generation cluster. Maybe tomorrow I can nominate him in place of Mr. Shiv Singh. So there will be another replacement. But anyway, we'll finalize that name tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow evening he will attend that session.
Okay, Anand, you have to do all the analysis and whatever the things I have done. And this introduction, so those things, please you give it to Oshmita madam, okay? Because Oshmita is the course uh, coordinator, academic assistant Oshmita. Oshmita
Okay.
is holding all those things, okay?
Okay, sir.
I am
Okay.
not taking,
Okay. Yeah. Thank
okay?
you.
Whether today's discussion clear to you or any question?
Yeah, it is clear.
Okay. So I am closing the session. Oshmita, make me host. Thank you, Oshmita. Okay, good night to everybody. Best wishes to all of you.
Done, sir. I have
Good
made you
night.
the host. Good night,
Okay.
everyone.
Uh,
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.